My beloved child, I call out to you with a tender voice, urging you to pause for a moment and listen to my heart, which beats with unwavering devotion for you. I am ever near, guiding every step you take, ensuring that no matter how fierce the storm or how troubled your spirit becomes, you are never abandoned, for I surround you with my shield of unfailing care. Do not allow your mind to wander into despair, because I have set my gaze upon you, and I promise that I will lift you up, even when life seems to weigh you down. Remember always that you stand within the warmth of my presence, and I will not let you slip from my embrace. I want you to realize that you were wonderfully formed by my hand, set apart with divine purpose that shines brightly even through the darkest hours of your life, and I am pleased whenever you lean on me with trust. I understand the restless nights and the lingering questions that tug at your heart, but I assure you that my love is strong enough to dissolve every fear. Focus your thoughts on me, let your soul rest upon my promises, and believe that I never fail or falter, for I am your constant anchor. Hold fast to hope, because your tomorrow is held securely in my hands. I call you by name and cherish your existence more than all the stars in the sky, for you are precious beyond measure. Even when chaos seems to roar around you, I will stand guard over your spirit and lead you into a place of stillness where your hope is renewed. Open your heart to my guidance. Allow your faith to flourish like a well-watered garden, and know that I am working wonders for your future. Step forward with confidence, for I am already clearing the path ahead, and I will guide you all the days of your life. I formed you with purpose before you ever took your first breath, and I see in you a unique expression of my glory that no other soul can replicate. I delight when you embrace who I made you to be, because in your authenticity, you shine like a treasure in the vastness of creation. Do not belittle your own significance, for you are shaped in my image, worthy of every blessing I pour out, and destined to reflect my light to those who cross your path. Trust that I have bestowed upon you gifts and talents designed to fulfill a role only you can fill. Remain hopeful in this truth, for I take joy in the unfolding of your journey. I rejoice in your earnest desire to connect with me, especially when you long to feel my presence in the quiet moments of your day. Do not think of yourself as ordinary, for I have named you and marked you as mine, and in that truth, you discover a sense of identity that cannot be shaken by the world's shifting standards. Hold on to the knowledge that you are of immense value, made for marvelous purposes that span far beyond what you see in the mirror or what others might say. Remember that I am the one who breathes life into your dreams and blesses every step you take as you follow my voice. Stand firm in the conviction that you are a beacon of light, treasured beyond all measure. I witness the struggles that surround you, each wave of challenge that tries to uproot your faith, but do not fear, for I am your anchor in the storm. I feel the tension you bear when unexpected trials arise, the sleepless nights when questions flood your mind, and the hours of weariness that threaten to dim your hope. Release those anxieties to me, for I am your refuge, your strong tower, and I will never allow you to wander without direction. Find comfort in my steadfastness, because I have already prepared solutions for problems you have yet to face, and I embrace every tear you shed. Breathe deeply with the assurance that I stand watch over your soul, unwavering in my commitment to your peace. I observe the heaviness in your spirit when relationships become strained or when financial burdens weigh on your heart, and I know how discouragement can creep in like a slow-rising tide. I want you to realize that your sorrow matters to me. Not a single heartbreak escapes my notice. Do not be disheartened when you cannot see the path ahead, because I am at work behind the scenes, orchestrating a plan for your good, fashioning beauty, even out of your most painful experiences. Trust that every tear you cry carries significance, and I will turn your mourning into a deeper faith that testifies of my goodness. Lift your eyes and see the dawn of a new day, for I do not leave you comfortless. I am the one who counts the stars and knows each by name, so believe that I am fully aware of your needs, even before you speak them aloud. I care about that medical report that makes your heartbeat quicken with fear, and I care about the burdens you carry for your loved ones, whose struggles often become your own. Do not allow your heart to be crushed by despair, but rather bring those anxieties to me in prayer, letting my peace settle over you like a gentle sunrise. I am the healer, the restorer of your joy, and I will protect you in every valley you traverse. Remember always that I am near, ready to bear the weight of your worries, reminding you that my shoulders are mighty enough to hold them all. I am your shield, raised against the arrows of doubt that try to pierce your confidence, and I am the fortress around you, ensuring that no plan of darkness can destroy what I have ordained for your life. Stay secure in my promise that I am working all things together for your benefit, even those circumstances you cannot comprehend. Recognize that my timing is perfect, even when the waiting feels endless, and do not fear the unknown, because I reign above every situation, orchestrating blessings that align with my eternal vision. Rest in the safety of my presence, for you are enclosed by the covering of my unwavering devotion. I am the refuge you run to when storms rage, the hiding place where your soul finds respite from the fierce winds of adversity. I will never allow you to be tested beyond your ability to endure, for I am the caretaker of your spirit, ensuring that grace abounds in your weakness. Do not permit the roar of troubles to drown out my voice, because I am near enough to whisper hope into your heart, gently guiding you toward green pastures of renewal. Find courage in knowing that I hold you close, protecting your spirit from the harshness of life's toughest battles. Let your faith rise, for I am the steadfast harbor sheltering you through every stormy sea. I call you to pray, because even the faintest word uttered from your lips is heard by my attentive ear, and I am always eager to draw near when you seek my fellowship. Do not think you need elaborate ceremonies or intricate speeches to approach me, because I look at your heart, searching for sincerity rather than perfection. Shed those worries that weigh you down, for I am ready to carry each burden, turning your prayers into testimonies of my faithfulness. Come forth with open hands, letting me fill them with renewed strength, because I do not leave those who earnestly call on me. Trust in the power of simple conversation with me, for I respond with comfort and clarity to every genuine cry. I welcome your unspoken sighs as well, those unvoiced groans of your spirit that only I can interpret, and I reply with a gentle assurance that no detail of your life is overlooked. Embrace the warmth of my closeness when you kneel before me, or even when you speak to me during your daily routine. Yes, I am with you in that quiet corner, in that busy market, in that crowded bus seat, and I will fill your heart with a peace that surpasses all logic. Refrain from the urge to hide your weaknesses, for in your vulnerability, I reveal my strength, proving that I am big enough to handle every concern you bring to me. Speak freely, and watch me transform your cries into songs of joy. I stand beside you, saturating your surroundings with my calming presence whenever you feel anxious or overwhelmed by tasks and responsibilities. Do not believe that you must endure your challenges alone. I am a constant companion, forging a path of mercy and relief when the pressure mounts. Call out my name whenever your courage fails, and I will rekindle a flame of hope within you, ensuring that you are reminded of the unbreakable bond we share. Receive my gift of tranquility that quiets your restless mind, and know that even your silent pleas reach my heart. Remain confident in this truth, for my steadfast love knows no bounds. I encourage you to see beyond the present struggles and envision the future. I have so carefully designed for you a future brimming with promise and adorned with testimonies of transformation. I am the gardener tending your soul, pruning away the withered leaves of worry, cultivating new growth where you once felt barren. Anticipate the blossoming of fresh ideas and renewed vigor in areas where you once experienced defeat, for I will restore what was lost, bringing forth fruit in its perfect season. Do not be disheartened by the wait, for each delay refines your faith, draws you closer to me, and shapes you for the blessings that lie on the horizon. I build your future like a master architect, laying foundations that cannot be shaken by the shifting sands of difficulty, and placing strategic supports where you might not even suspect they are needed. Allow the seeds of faith to germinate in your heart, letting my word water them, so that they sprout into unwavering conviction. I promise that you will see miracles unfold as you walk in step with my guidance, because I love revealing my power to those who hold on to hope. Speak expectation over your life, for the words you declare in faith pave the way for my hand to move. Cling to the assurance that you are not alone in forging ahead, for I walk before you to smooth the rough places. I draw near to comfort you when tears wet your pillow in the late hours, when loneliness hollows your chest, or when anger coils in your heart from unhealed wounds. None of these emotions repel me. I run toward you in your brokenness, for I am the healing balm your soul cries out for. Do not despair when others fail to understand your pains, because I am the all-knowing witness of your struggles, fully aware of how each moment has shaped you. Place your trust in my unwavering goodness, for I have the power to mend your aching heart, to rebuild your confidence, and to whisper grace over every regret. Embrace the knowledge that my love extends deeper than any fault, weakness, or mistake. I reveal my compassion in the gentle nudges of my spirit that remind you of your worth whenever self-doubt hovers. Hear my voice in the quiet hush of the morning, telling you that you are cherished, and in the hush of midnight, reassuring you that I never sleep on your behalf. Accept the abundant mercy I pour out, for no matter how many times you've stumbled, I am a redeeming God who lifts you from the ashes to seat you among my beloved. Dismiss the accusation that you are beyond redemption, because I delight in turning sorrow into songs of celebration. Look up with the certainty that I hold you closer than you can imagine. I desire that you lay every anxious thought at my feet, acknowledging that I alone have the authority to transform your chaos into calm. Do not grasp your worries with clenched fists, but open your hands and place them in mine, for I am entirely capable of handling every detail. Think of how I feed the birds of the air and clothe the fields with beauty, and realize that your life is of far greater value. Rest in the knowledge that I keep watch over you, never allowing the sun to harm you by day, nor the moon by night. Smile in the assurance that I have charted out your steps, even when you cannot yet see the final destination. I strengthen your resolve when you meet obstacles that block your advance, for I am the one who declares, "Rise up, for I have overcome the world." Tremble not in the face of adversity, for even the darkest midnight yields to the dawn of my faithfulness. I give you the courage to persist, the discernment to recognize my hand at work, and the humility to rely on my power rather than your own limited perspective. Yield yourself to my guidance, stepping forward in bold faith when I call you into action or instruct you to wait. Rejoice in the reflection of my glory as you conquer each trial through my boundless strength. I am not a distant observer, aloof and unconcerned. I am a loving Father who cradles you when your spirit is crushed and rejoices with you in every victory. Believe that my arms are never too short to save, nor my sight too dim to see exactly where you stand. I plant new vision in your heart when old dreams shatter, and I provide rivers of refreshment in the driest deserts of your life. Gaze upon my continual goodness, noticing how I weave small wonders into your daily routine, from the gentle embrace of a friend to the quiet miracle of renewed hope. Welcome the knowledge that I am orchestrating blessings that exceed your most daring prayers. I see the longings hidden in your heart, the unspoken desires for deeper connection, a fulfilling role, or a second chance that no one else believes possible. Trust that I am crafting opportunities behind the scenes, opening doors at precisely the right time, so do not lose faith when you feel stuck. Ask me for wisdom, for I give it abundantly to those who call, and my Spirit will guide you to paths of clarity and purpose. Lean on my understanding rather than your own, for my perspective towers above mortal limitations and perceives potential in every twist and turn of your journey. Marvel at how I knit together every circumstance for your ultimate good. I invite you to draw close in prayer, to pour out your heart honestly, whether in tears or in silent awe, because no expression is too raw for my presence. Realize that I already know the contents of your heart, yet I delight in hearing your trust made manifest through spoken or silent prayer. Accept my gentle whisper to rest in my grace, for your attempts to bear every load on your own only lead to deeper exhaustion. Submit to my will, acknowledging that my timing is impeccable, my methods perfect, and my intentions pure. Glorify my name by depending on me, and behold how I answer in ways that surpass your best expectations. I defend you fiercely, standing as a shield between you and every scheme that tries to undermine your calling, ensuring that no arrow of condemnation can inflict permanent harm. Embrace the truth that I have called you by name and made you my child, never to be abandoned or forgotten in the dark corners of the world's trials. Stay firmly rooted in my love, for it is the unshakable foundation upon which every promise stands, every miracle blooms, and every hope thrives. Step out in the confidence of my protection, for I never grow weary of fighting on behalf of my beloved. Cherish each day as a testimony of how greatly you are watched over. I am your refuge, a place of calm amidst howling winds, a fortress that stands tall when the waves threaten to flood your peace. Return to me whenever you wander, for my gates remain open, beckoning you to come and find rest within my strong walls. Know that my comfort does not fade with the setting sun. It remains available at every hour, every second, for you are my precious creation. Smooth out the creases of worry from your brow by remembering my unbreakable covenant, the vow that I will be your God, faithful and true, from this moment on and forever. Step into my grace, where burdens dissolve under the radiant warmth of my compassion. I ask you to meditate on my words, letting them sink deep into your soul like seeds that will flourish in due season. Grow strong in your faith by feeding daily on the promises I have woven into Scripture and into the living testimonies of those who have trusted me before you. Crave the sweetness of my truth more than any fleeting satisfaction the world offers, for I am the bread of life, sustaining you with nourishment that never fails. Yield your heart to my teachings, allowing them to reshape your outlook, your responses, and your priorities in alignment with my perfect design. Witness the transformation that unfolds when you abide in me. I care about every aspect of your life, from the smallest worry about tomorrow's tasks to the deepest longing for lifelong dreams. Recognize that I am intimately acquainted with all your ways, guiding you with a love so profound that words cannot fully capture its depth. Listen for my still, small voice in the hush of the morning, and you will sense my direction stirring in your spirit, letting you know you are not walking alone. Seek my face in each challenge you encounter, and you will gain the perspective to see beyond the immediate struggle to the hopeful outcome I have in store. Celebrate how I weave each moment into a tapestry of grace, carrying you toward a brighter horizon. I urge you to not lose sight of my constant presence, especially when distractions tug at your focus and try to shift your gaze from the eternal to the temporary. Resist the clamor of voices that say you are unworthy or that your dreams are impossible, for I am the voice of truth, gently affirming your purpose. Stand resolute against the tide of negativity, holding on to my promises and fueling your spirit with declarations of faith. Open your spirit to my counsel, believing that your weakness is a stage for my power to shine, your shortage is a backdrop for my abundance, and your insecurity is a setting for my confidence. Breathe in the reality of my unwavering commitment to you. I watch over you with the deepest affection, mindful of every detail that concerns you, ensuring that not one second of your life is wasted or overlooked. Trust that when you face trials, I provide a way to endure and find victory, sculpting your character into a reflection of my grace. Claim each morning as a fresh start, brimming with mercies that never run dry, and walk in the sweet assurance that your name is engraved on the palms of my hands. Elevate your worship beyond circumstances, praising me not just for the things you see, but also for the wonders I perform behind the curtain of the unknown. Rest assured that I withhold no good thing from those who seek my will. I comfort you in times of grief, cradling your shattered heart with my gentleness and wiping away tears that you thought would never end. Place your wounded hopes before me, allowing my healing presence to mend what once seemed beyond repair. Understand that I am familiar with sorrows, that I hold compassion for every pang of loneliness and heartbreak, and I will never dismiss your pain as unimportant. Find shelter in my love, for it is more enduring than mountains and deeper than oceans, saturating every corner of your brokenness. Watch as I bring redemption to your story, turning heartbreak into a new chapter of grace and resilience. I continually speak hope into your life, inviting you to open your eyes and see the buds of possibility already blossoming around you. Marvel at how I orchestrate chance encounters, unexpected resources, and creative solutions just in time, demonstrating that I am not a passive observer, but an active participant in your journey. Let your heart rejoice in my capacity to bring life from barren seasons, to spark joy where despair once reigned, and to instill courage where fear held you captive. Stretch your faith beyond the boundaries of what you think is feasible, and watch me exceed your hopes in ways you never dreamed possible. Savor the sweetness of my presence, for I am the fountain of living water. I am the stillness within chaos, the gentle lullaby that soothes your soul when the day's noise grows deafening. Hush your racing thoughts and find that my voice brings order, reminding you that I am sovereign over every swirling worry. Rest secure in my arms, confident that not a single event escapes my notice or outruns my mercy. Whisper your deepest insecurities to me, and I shall replace them with a sense of worth grounded in my unwavering affection. Make no mistake, you are shielded by divine love that transcends any earthly conflict. I preserve your hope in the face of betrayals and letdowns, offering a steadfast anchor that keeps your faith from drifting into cynicism. Notice how I send subtle reassurances through a supportive friend, a timely message, or an unexpected gesture of kindness to confirm that I am present in the everyday details of your story. When you feel misunderstood by those around you, remember that I am the friend who knows you better than you know yourself, perfectly aware of every nuance of your being. Find joy in the knowledge that I celebrate your milestones, cheer for your progress, and never tire of being near you. Claim the promise that I am for you and not against you. I strengthen you with my word, encouraging you to hide it in your heart so it becomes your guiding light in times of confusion. Cling to the verses that declare you are more than a conqueror, that neither height nor depth can separate you from my love, and that my grace is sufficient for you. Be confident in the knowledge that when you speak my truth into your circumstances, you unleash the power of heaven against the obstacles that stand in your way. Refuse to be silenced by intimidation and stand upon the unshakable foundation of my revelations. Take heart, for my word endures beyond every trial, lighting your path through the darkest valleys. I passionately guard your destiny, ensuring that every divine appointment, every open door, and every crucial relationship is orchestrated at the right season for your growth. Remain patient in the slow stretches, trusting that what appears to be delay is often my careful preparation. Welcome the pruning seasons too, because as I prune away distractions and toxic influences, I ready you for expanded influence and greater breakthroughs. Kneel before me in gratitude for the intricacies of my plan, and let your heart overflow with praise for my attention to detail. Celebrate the unfolding tapestry of grace, for I weave every thread with perfect wisdom. I release miracles in the lives of those who believe, calling you to enlarge your perspective, to ask boldly, and to step out in faith when I prompt you. Replace your small prayers with audacious ones, for I delight in surpassing your greatest expectations, turning impossibilities into shining displays of my sovereignty. Expect that I will shift circumstances in a moment, realign outcomes overnight, and bring down walls that once loomed too high. Proclaim my power in your speech, and watch strongholds crumble as my authority moves on your behalf. Witness the ripple effect of my wonders. For when one heart is transformed, hope radiates to those around you. I am the safety net. When you take leaps of faith, guaranteeing that even if your attempt falters, I stand ready to catch you, to steady you, and to set you back on your feet. Do not be paralyzed by the fear of failure, for I am not a harsh critic waiting to punish your missteps, but a compassionate father cheering you on toward growth and learning. Look beyond your limitations, for I equip the called, turning your weaknesses into conduits of my might. Embark on each new venture with the assurance that I have gone ahead to pave the way, turning every stumbling block into a stepping stone for your future. Rejoice, for I am the source of every victory. I hold you through every challenge, every heartbreak, and every unexpected turn, sustaining you with my grace that knows no bounds. Hear me today and recognize that my love does not hinge on your performance or your ability to keep it all together. I draw near to those who are humble and contrite in spirit. Exchange your frustration for a posture of surrender, allowing me to be strong in your weakness, wise in your confusion, and faithful in your doubt. Press forward with renewed hope, counting on my unwavering loyalty to you, and believing that no matter how fierce the wind, you are securely found in my arms. Trust that I will complete the good work I began in you. I magnify your joy when you align your desires with my heart, teaching you that real fulfillment flows from walking hand in hand with my purpose for your life. Embrace the calling I have set upon you, confident that my grace covers all your shortcomings, and my spirit empowers you to accomplish what may seem beyond your capabilities. Avoid comparing your journey with another's, for I have uniquely crafted your path to reflect my creativity and love for diversity. Delight in the wonders I reveal each day, for miracles are not always loud and dramatic, but often subtle, shining in the small, everyday acts of kindness. Treasure these moments as glimpses of my kingdom on earth. I watch every seed of kindness you sow into someone else's life, and I promise that a harvest of blessing will abound in due time. Let your generosity flow from a heart overflowing with gratitude for my continuous mercy, knowing that I meet every need of yours according to my riches in glory. Resist the temptation to withhold love or compassion out of fear or self-preservation, for I replenish whatever you give in my name, multiplied and pressed down in abundance. Understand that your acts of caring extend beyond the present, creating ripples of hope that transform lives and generations. Rejoice in how I multiply the good you do for others, tying your faith to eternal impact. I free you from chains of guilt and condemnation, reminding you that Christ's sacrifice was enough to break every curse and open a path to redemption. Do not dwell on your past mistakes, for I have cast them into the sea of forgetfulness and crowned you with acceptance. Absorb my forgiveness, let it wash over the remnants of shame, cleansing your conscience so you can move forward unhindered. Rest in my unconditional love, which calls you not a servant but a beloved child, destined to inherit my promises. Run the race of faith with confidence, for you are covered by grace that outshines any failure. I encourage you to remain steadfast, even when storms try to uproot your faith, for your endurance is shaping you into a glorious testimony of perseverance. Persevere in prayer, for it fortifies your spirit and connects you to my limitless power, bridging the gap between earthly challenges and heavenly solutions. Hold on to my words like precious gems, reciting them when doubt assails your mind, and you will find that your soul aligns again with truth. Laugh in the face of trial, certain that I orchestrate triumph from the ashes of defeat, weaving each setback into a stepping stone for your growth. Radiate joy that surpasses all logic, bearing witness to my sustaining hand. I whisper direction in the stillness of your heart, prompting you to show kindness where bitterness could take root, to speak life where condemnation is expected, and to stand for truth where compromise abounds. Observe how I steer your interactions, giving you discernment to see beyond people's masks and into the pain they hide. Extend forgiveness, mercy, and hope, reflecting my character to those who may have never experienced unconditional acceptance. Walk in the assurance that my spirit is your guide, protecting you from pitfalls and leading you to green pastures of unity and reconciliation. Bless those you encounter as I have blessed you. I look ahead, seeing you not merely as who you are now, but as who you will become through my refining process. Realize that every challenge cultivates deeper roots for your faith, and every victory expands your vision of what I can do. Care for your heart by keeping it aligned with my word, so that you reflect my image more clearly each passing day. Invite me into all aspects of your life, your joys, your worries, your plans, and you will feel my immeasurable love flooding each corner. Proclaim that you are a child of the Most High, destined for an inheritance of peace, righteousness, and everlasting connection with me. I call you to a higher perspective, urging you to see beyond the horizon of immediate struggles, for my plans are infinitely greater and more wondrous than your finite mind can conceive. Breathe easy, knowing that no problem is too trivial for my notice or too big for my power. Shake off the shackles of discouragement, for I am the lifter of your head, the one who sets you on high places and teaches you to soar on wings of hope. Glow with an inner radiance that reflects the confidence you have in my sovereignty, reminding the world that I reign supremely over all. Step boldly into your tomorrow, for I have paved a way of light. I instruct you to not fear the valleys of uncertainty, for my rod and staff comfort you, and my presence is your constant guide. Realize that trials are not a sign of my absence, but a testament to the resilience we build together, forging spiritual fortitude. Listen as my voice echoes in your soul, reminding you that I do not waste any season. I transform even the harshest desert into a field of blossoms in my perfect timing. Arise each morning with the knowledge that my mercies are new and my faithfulness unwavering. Dare to dream anew, for I replenish what was lost and bless you with fresh beginnings. I acknowledge the weariness that may grip you after fighting battle after battle, and I implore you to come and rest in me. Absorb the renewal that flows from my spirit as you lay your burdens down, trusting me to carry them. Savor the quiet confidence that emerges when you surrender to my divine help, refusing to rely on your own finite strength. Encounter the serenity that replaces turmoil once you discover the peace that only I provide. Surrender your chaos to my hands, and you will find that in letting go, you gain a deeper communion with my abiding presence. I speak truth over you. You are not a failure, not an outcast, not an afterthought. You are my precious child, formed by my will, redeemed by my love, and purposed for greatness in my kingdom. Repel the negative voices that try to undermine your calling, for you are appointed and anointed to display my excellence. Protect your mind by meditating on my promises, letting them serve as a protective barrier against lies and accusations. Grow in the knowledge of your true identity, and you will find the courage to stand firm in any trial, celebrating the masterpiece I created you to be. I pour out blessings that exceed your expectations, filling the empty vessels of your needs with more than enough. Do not underestimate the abundance of my storehouses, for I am not limited by economy, environment, or human constraints. I operate in miracles that defy limitation. Accept the breakthroughs I send, and rejoice when I open doors no one else can shut, making ways in the wilderness. Cherish the provisions I grant, whether they appear in large dramatic events or in the subtle gifts that brighten your day. Magnify my name in gratitude, recognizing that every good and perfect gift flows from my hand. I fill your emptiness with my presence, comforting you when no one else comprehends your pain, and standing beside you when you must face adversity head-on. Let your worship be a heartfelt response to my unwavering commitment to you, rather than a religious duty to fulfill. Cling to me in every season, during harvest and drought, joy and sorrow, knowing that my faithfulness is your constant anchor. Acknowledge my grace in your achievements, for every triumph is fueled by my breath of life, and in your weaknesses, my strength is made perfect. Delight in the unbreakable union we share, for neither height nor depth can separate you from my love. I provide hope for your future, outlining a path of progress and promise, even if it seems concealed by fog today. Do not measure your prospects by temporary setbacks, for my power can reverse the bleakest forecast in a single moment. Read my word and discover how I uplifted the overlooked, how I transformed the despised, and how I equipped the unqualified to fulfill world-changing assignments. Believe that the same Spirit is at work in you, preparing opportunities to broaden your influence and further my glory. Enter each new chapter with expectancy, assured that I hold your destiny in my sovereign hands. I stir within you a sense of holy anticipation, calling you to stand at the threshold of the miraculous with eyes open wide. Envision the extraordinary that can spring forth from your everyday obedience, how one small act of faith can set off a chain reaction of wonders. Prioritize my guidance, for alignment with my will is the gateway to supernatural breakthroughs that surpass your natural abilities. Savor the journey of faith, for as you trust me step by step, your spiritual muscles are strengthened, and your capacity to love expands. Recognize that your readiness to follow my lead is the key to unlocking new dimensions of blessing. I shield you from dangers that never even brush your awareness, dispatching angels to guard you in all your ways. Yes, I am intimately involved in your life, standing guard over the plans and people I entrust to you. Glimpse the bigger picture, understanding that my vantage point sees the pitfalls and perils ahead, and I am always strategizing your safe passage. Pause to give thanks for the many crises you never encountered. the invisible battles fought and won on your behalf. Grow confident in my unrelenting love, believing that if I am for you, no power can stand successfully against you. I promise that your story will not end in defeat, but will resound as a testimony of my saving grace, of my power to redeem what was once lost. Embrace my reaffirmation. You are chosen, deeply loved, and set apart for greatness in my kingdom. Rise, even from the ashes of your worst failures, for my hand is outstretched to pull you from the rubble and guide you onto solid ground. Look to the cross, where I demonstrated the ultimate act of love, sealing forever your worth in my eyes and opening a door of eternal life. Harbor no doubt that I can rewrite any narrative, turning what was meant for harm into unstoppable good. I say these words to fortify your hope, to galvanize your faith, and to fan the flames of divine potential within your spirit. Lift your voice in praise, acknowledging that all glory belongs to me, and that through worship you release the fragrance of gratitude that reaches my throne. Discard any pretense or performance, for I value sincerity above all, and I welcome your genuine heart, however imperfect it may seem. Allow my love to transform you from the inside out, proving that real power rests not in outward appearances, but in the authenticity of a heart surrendered to me. Encounter the profound joy that springs from resting in my presence. I bless you now with my everlasting peace, blanketing your heart and mind so you remain calm amid the swirling turmoil of the world. Accept the covering of my grace, which shields you from the accusations of guilt and the arrows of condemnation, replacing them with confidence in my righteousness. Listen to the gentle assurance that my love for you is indestructible, that no trial can diminish it, and no earthly power can revoke it. Trust in my unwavering commitment to see you flourish, both now and in the days to come, as I orchestrate the concluding chapters of your earthly story. Go forth and shine, for my spirit dwells within you as a beacon of hope to all around. I hold you and your household under my wings, inviting you to move ahead without dread, for I have mapped out goodness and mercy to follow you always. Cease your restless striving, and rest assured that my plan is in motion, ready to unfold beauty from every fragment of your circumstances. Endeavor to remain patient in the process, for seeds planted in faith must be nurtured over time before they burst forth in glorious fulfillment. Reaffirm your devotion to me with a resolute heart, for I am the rock on which you stand, unshaken by the storms of life. Step into your future with courage, for it overflows with my benevolent intentions. I remind you once again, my love for you will never fade, not in the face of adversity nor under the weight of your mistakes. My heart is set on blessing you and carrying you forward, imparting strength and wisdom at every turn. Hold fast to the knowledge that I am the architect of the impossible, forging rivers in the wilderness and forging paths where none existed. Return to this promise whenever the world tries to sow doubt, recalling that I am the unchanging foundation that underpins your faith. Anticipate new testimonies of my favor, for the best is yet to come. I encourage you to embrace the blessings I have spoken over you, to bless your family with love, unity, and prosperity, and to claim the legacy of faith that I have already laid out for you. Walk forward in my peace, releasing past regrets and future anxieties, allowing your steps to resonate with the purpose I instilled in you from the start. I cover you with the assurance that no obstacle is too high, no darkness too deep, and no heartbreak too severe for my redeeming power. Praise my name in the present moment, for your confidence in my goodness will lead you closer to the harvest of hope I have promised. Take heart, beloved, for this is only the beginning of all that awaits you. I now send you forth in grace and victory, trusting that you will clutch these truths close to your heart, returning to them whenever circumstances attempt to diminish your faith. I urge you to anticipate miracles yet unseen, relationships yet restored, and seasons of growth yet to blossom, for my storehouses of blessing are never empty. Place your hands in mine, for I will guide you to the next chapter of your journey, equipping you with every spiritual blessing necessary for triumph. Stand tall, for my presence goes with you, enveloping you in unending love. Look ahead with confidence, because I have ordained that your future is bright and your story is far from over.